touring with Chipmunks? It's right, you've collaborated together in the past.
Yeah.
So you know each other fairly well.
I've known Chipmunk since he was like 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's 19 now, and I'm 21. So yeah, it's good just to see, you know, how quickly he's grown up, and you know, the fact that he's managed to do a sold-out tour. You know, with support from myself and Skepta and stuff, it's just amazing. I'm having such a good time, learning a lot as well.
Yeah, I bet. So did you mix in the same groups growing up? Is that how you kind of knew him?
Yeah, sort of. Like, I mean, when we was all coming up, we all kind of used the same avenue to like get noticed. So if it wasn't pirate radio stations, it would be like MSN and sending your tracks out to people on your MSN contact list. So we always bumped into each other like somehow or the other. Maybe at a pirate radio station, or he would be at a party, and then we just became friends like that.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I noticed I sort of read some stuff about the pirate radio. That's kind of helped you a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think of the grime scene at the moment? Because in the last kind of year, it's massively taken off.
Yeah.
I've been quite impressed by.
Yeah, I think it's sort of going down the whole route that hip hop went. You know, from like very underground, and you know, a lot of people are crossing over, and I think. In 2009 especially, like the foundation was laid, a lot of doors were open in regards to like, you know, playlists and major publications and stuff like that. So I think grime, if you want to call it that, or urban music has now been widely accepted as just popular music, like pop music. So hopefully, you know, 2010 and beyond, we can, you know, fully consolidate it and just, make it a household brand.
And a breakthrough for you was having one of yours and Ironik's tracks played on a PSP games console. Yeah. So how did that happen? How did they find out about you? Because you were quite young. It was a few years ago, wasn't it?
I was like 15. That was in 2005. And basically, Ironik's uncle works for Twice as Nice. And PSP was launching, and they were doing like a tour in conjunction with Twice as Nice. Right. So it was, you know, a couple like, you know, my nephew does music. Before you know he's giving me a call like, you know, Tinie, like we're on Wipeout PR and we're all getting PSPs. I didn't get a PSP, by the way.
How come?
Still haven't got one. I don't know. Like,
did everyone else get one?
Everyone else got one. Yeah. Well, Ironik did.
Sort that out.
Yeah, please get me a PSP, please. I still want one.
And you're hotly tipped as one to watch for 2010. So what can people expect from your album? Is there, because I know you've sort of collaborated with several people. Is it all your stuff or there
I mean most of the stuff is original. I mean, I've told everybody that, you know, start of a new decade and all that, I want to do like one major collaboration each year. So from 2010, 11, 12 onwards, for as long as I do music. So I don't really want to give that away. I want to leave that as an element of surprise and just enjoy the music as it comes. I've been working really hard on the album. Obviously, it's 21 years of experience. You know, I've never done anything, you know, to this degree before. So expect some really exciting stuff.
Oh, great. I guess you must know quite a lot of people. Because like you say, you've been, you know, Chipmunk and all the other guys. Are these collaborations going to be with people that you already know? Or
I mean, I'm definitely trying to step out of the box and just, you know, give people something to talk about with the collaborations. I think people always try and expect who you're going to collaborate with or just try and suss you out. But I'm really going to give them something to be like, you know, wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
And coming from the sort of underground grime scene, have you had to kind of adapt your style slightly for the more mainstream? Or have you always had the same kind of style?
Well, to be quite honest, obviously the underground scene was the avenue in which, you know, I was discovered, and I managed to meet all the other MCs and get my collaborations done. But I've always had an ear for every different genre of music. You know, I listen to everything, you know, pop, bashment, soul, jazz, country, western, everything. So from the first track I've made, I've always been conscious about tracks. Like the first mixtape I made, I sampled like Lily Allen, I sampled the Left Field like Guinness advert, you know, like loads of different things, Supertramp, like I've just always been into.
So you do like some of the indie bands as well?
I love it.
Is that the kind of thing you might end up collaborating in some way with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd always put elements of it into my music. I don't like to like box my music off and say it's a particular genre. I just make music, and I just like to call it good music. I just make good music. So indie, bangro, whatever, I could end up doing anything.
That's good. Kind of stops you being pigeonholed. Kind of get a chance to kind of do different styles. And you stood in for Kanye West at Radio 1's Maida Vale with Mr Hudson. Yeah. Was Kanye involved in picking you?
No, he wasn't. Mr Hudson and his team were. It was just like, Right, this is because basically we done a track called Anyone But Him, and it originally features Kanye West, and it's Zane Lowe's favourite track off of Mr Hudson's album. So it's like, I really want you to come in and do a live lounge for us. Yeah, that would be great. And then Mr Hudson was like, we can't get Kanye, like, we need somebody who's sort of like that and as good as that and as whatever. So yeah, I came down and did it, and everybody was like, what does he think? And he was like, it was better than Kanye's one. So yeah, I was like, I'm proper chuffed about that.
So did you hear from Kanye?
No, I didn't hear from Kanye, but yeah, Zane won't stop singing praises, so that's good.
Brilliant.
I met him the other day for the first time as well, which was cool.
And now you signed to major label Parlophone. What's happening with the label that you set up with your cousin?
It's still there. It's still there. Yeah, the album is a joint release between Disturbing London and Parlophone.
So you're gonna continue with
and like there's a lot of there's a lot of acts that we've got waiting in the wings, like a lot of exciting projects. Like I always tell people, as much as I make music, I always get excited by new talent,
finding new
and
stuff
I'm always
yourself.
like, oh, why can't I have my hands in that? So yeah, there's a few people that we're developing at the minute.
Brilliant. And Pass Out, your first single with Parlophone, is out on Monday.
Yeah,
and it's getting massive airplay. Wow. It's like ridiculous. Millions of hits on YouTube as well. Are you pretty excited about it being released?
Yeah, to be quite honest, I've just got butterflies just every single day. Obviously, first major release and that, and you know, all the attention it's getting and all the views, like that's never happened to me before.
It's nuts.
So,
you must be so chuffed.
Yeah, like just really on the tour bus on the way to all the shows, just butterflies. I'm just thinking, but I'm just, I've spoken to a lot of people. I've got advice from, people like Jay Sean and Chipmunk and people who have, had top 10s before, top 20s and stuff, and they're just like, you know what, T, just don't think about it. Whatever's supposed to be will be, and just enjoy it. So
it's
that's what I'm
looking
gonna do.
like it's going to be brilliant. It looks like it's set for
Fingers
big
crossed.
hit. And what's next for you? You kind of planning your own tour maybe when your album's released?
Hopefully. Would you come?
Oh yeah.
Well, if you'd come, then I'll do my own tour. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Towards the end of the year, hopefully I could do my own headline tour. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. Well, thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight. I hope you enjoy the gig.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers.